Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Stark are champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that!
Welcome to Queens College. My name is Noah Zimmerman. Behind the camera is JP Zuccato, and tonight we have WPSL action on Game and Frame. Downtown United SC look for a win as they host Force FC, also searching for their first of the season. Been 2 defeats in 2 for both sides. Dusk fell 4-1 to Brooklyn City FC and 2-1 to Susa FC. Force lost both of their matches 2-1 to SDA and also to Brooklyn City, who are currently leading the table. There's only one other team without a win so far on the season. We'll see if either of the two sides are able to break their 0-2 skids to start this campaign. Coming up on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. We have more Downtown United SC action as they take on the New York Dutch Lions tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's WPSL Metro action here on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Salt Athletic. Salt has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The Aircase uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount, so scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. Don't go anywhere, we will be right back. Downtown United and Force face off. Welcome back to Queens College. It's game and frame action coming up. Downtown United SC take on Force FC. Two sides getting ready to step onto the field here, both searching for their first win on the season, beaten in their first two. For Dusk, it was a 4-1 loss against Brooklyn City FC, who currently lead the table, though most teams have only played 2 matches. Their second was a 2-1 loss to Susa FC, but today, and taken on Force. Force fell 2-1 in both of their first 2 games to STA Soccer and to Brooklyn City. But neither side has been shut out so far this season. Downtown United will be in their white tops, navy shorts and socks. Across from them, Force in black with orange socks. Starting for Downtown United in goal is Sofia Garcia. The back four, Amelia Dieters, Megan Carragher, August Hunter, and Nita Bodow. 2 center midfielders, Emily Cook and Grace Rayer. The 10 is Dylan Jovanovic. Up top is Bailey Johnson. To her left is Monica Viveros. To her right, Jessica Beck. For Force, in goal is Reese Dolan. The back four, Amanda Poliniak, Megan McGovern, Lily Anna Bandel, and Rachel Dietzich. 3 in the middle, Emma Buffalo, Natalie Harwood, and Gabriella Capra. And up top, it's Lily Rodriguez with Ava Buffalo to her right, Ella Natal to her left. On the bench for Downtown United, Fernanda Serna, Kelsey Spears, and Lily Cognato. And in reserves for Force, we have Mackenzie Delmonico, Kate Cuevas, Delaney McMorris, Madison Kaminsky, Gianna Piscopolio, and Lydia Polin. After this, for Dusk, is a match against New York Dutch Lions tomorrow. You can catch that right here on Game and Frame. Then on June 14th, they take on New York Athletic Club, followed by a match against STA Soccer. Both of those are on the road. Continue their stretch of road matches against Clarkstown SC on June 28th. Then they finish against New York Dutch Lions on the 29th. After this, Force will take on Clarkstown SC before taking on New York Athletic Club, who they'll also finish the season against. The other 2 matches are against Susa FC and Dutch Lions. Downtown United gets the ball rolling in half number 1. It's the first win in the cards for either side today. Quick press by Force. Downtown United trying to keep possession here in the first seconds. Buffalo checks in, drops it down to her defensive line. It's Ava Buffalo getting the ball back. Plays it middle. Downtown United still holding onto it. To Buffalo, who plays it back into the midfield. And still along that line. Try and explore options on the left side now. Pushing forward and kept in on the touchline. Dylan Jovanovic carries forward, tries to play it to Monica Viveros. And whistle blows. As I said, neither side has been shut out despite losing their first 2. See how the defensive approach changes. Both looking to avoid their first shutout and keep their first. It's back with the goalkeeper, Sofia Garcia. Now through the center back, August Hunter. Without a Raider. Rayer all the way across. So again, Dusk Just trying to switch the play. See which side the cracks start to form in. And here's some space to work. Emily Cook plays it wide. It's a race to keep it in play, and it is, but Force able to take that ball away. It's Amanda Poliniak carrying into the midfield. And she'll push it all the way to the right wing. If a Buffalo turned around and Dusk pounce on the loose ball. It's back in their possession. Cook out wide. Ball finds its way to Jessica Beck. Got two Force defenders on her. Plays the ball around her. It's a foot race and cleaned up in the end, but only out for a Dusk throw. Throw comes in. Good control and a good turn. Bailey Johnson trying to create something here. Trying to flick something along the top of the box. Ball is sent out. Still in Dusk's possession. The sun finally out of play. It was a really hot day, rainy day. The conditions have improved tremendously. It's honestly a perfect evening for a match here at Queens College. Nina Badau plays it forward. Jessica Beck turned around. She's done very well to avoid being dispossessed. It's a great ball to the top of the area. It's forced all the way wide. Force have kept a pretty solid defensive shape. Been forced to go left to right quite frequently, but a heavy Dusk press wins them the ball back at the top of the box. Space for a shot. Wide. The first clear chance of the evening. It wasn't very far away from that top corner. Ball played out to Ella Natal. Good press by Dusk. Wins them the throw. Taken short. And finally taken away. Force trying to break here along their left side. Natal carries into the midfield and springs it. And Force pushed back to their defensive line. That's how they've been looking to get forward, just a nice piercing ball through, but so far nothing has really worked as they haven't enjoyed, frankly, any possession in Dusk's territory, basically until now. The first play by Gabriela Capra. Ball is forced all the way to the right side, cutting towards the box. There's a centering ball, and it's pushed out. It looks like it will be just a goal kick in the end. It was a dangerous ball, a good ball towards a dangerous part of that 6-yard box. So both sides tested after a slow first couple minutes. Dusk slowly building up, and now they'll try to quickly spring over the top for Jessica Beck. A quick first-time shot, but that won't trouble the goalkeeper, Reese Dolan. Dolan's goal kick to the middle of the park. 50-50 battle. Dusk comes away with it. And Force able to take that ball away. And great north to south passing, trying to bring something together, and a glorious ball, just a little too heavy. And it steered all the way into the hands of Sofia Garcia. It was a great idea trying to find the feet of Ellen Natal for Force. But good work to shield the attacker by Nina Badau. Dusk again on the left, now creeping back towards the center. Doing very well to pass to the feet. Very controlled and measured in possession, and that's another ball over the top for Jessica Beck. Great defensive work by Amanda Poliniak. See it out. Badow played off of her, and Force will win out the throw inside their own defensive third. Sun peeking out one more time. It's not quite done yet. Possession surrendered back to Dusk. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow here on Game and Frame. More Downtown United SC action. Again, their match against Dutch Lions, their first of 2 this season. You can catch that right here on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. That's at 6 p.m. tomorrow. WPSL Metro action. Loose ball in the midfield. And a foul drawn there. It was Emma Buffalo for Force, who's whistled for it. Grace Rayer went down. Great pressing and good dribbling to draw a few defenders. That Force defense swarming onto Dusk. There's 2 black shirts basically on every player in possession. Now Force trying to break out. They can't do it. Dusk take over. Very good work, almost stubbornly keeping that ball on this half of the field. See what the visitors can build here. A good, clever touch. It's a foot race. And it is won by Force. Little time to build up play here. Wait for some help. Helped along to Ava Buffalo. Buffalo tries to round a defender but can't. It will just be a goal kick. The Force been put in a position where they really have to build up slowly, much to the benefit of Dusk. They have had some good passing in those build-ups, so we'll see how Downtown United adjusts to it. But now they're on attack. Through the middle, another shot from the top of the box. That one will go over the goal. Won't quite trouble Reese Dolan. She had her eye on it. Goal kick intercepted. Emily Cook plays it. Dusk all the way back to their defensive line. Megan Carragher touches it up to Amelia Dieters. Great touch into the middle. Turning and trying to have another opportunity. That won't trouble the goalkeeper either. The visitors having a very difficult time escaping their own half, especially from these goal kick situations. Again, this one sent into the middle. Again, it's a 50-50. And again, Dusk come away with it. August Hunter. Nina Badow. Good first touch. Meets a defender, touches it around her. Badow plays it into the middle. Emily Cook into the box. Is there a chance? Takes a deflection, and it's blocked. Good work by Force to get black shirts in front of a great offensive chance. By far the best of the match so far. Badow up to Beck. Jessica Beck turns beautifully away from Poliniak. Still with Jessica Beck. Badow searching for something. She finds Grace Rayer. Rayer again pushes to Dusk's left. Good forward ball to Bailey Johnson. Takes a turn, has a shot. Bailey Johnson, what a goal! Downtown United open the scoring here at Queens College. It's 1-0 in the first half. 12th minute, first blood drawn. Dusk on the board. We'll see how Force look to answer now. just off the goal in the 12th minute. Downtown United right back on the ball, trying to double their lead. It's a tremendous play, a great turn to open the scoring by Billy Johnson. Just like that, Downtown United immediately doubled their advantage. Second goal, just a minute after their first. And Forest really in a hole here. They'll have to climb out quickly. Play it over the top, headed back into Downtown United's penalty area. Sofia Garcia collects with her feet. Garcia to the midfield. And carried forward by Dusk. A little bit of space there on the left. Good touch to the middle, trying to just do something to find the space, draw force out a little bit, kind of attack the gaps that are left behind. Badau sees it out for a throw. Throw comes in. Back to Badau. Great interception by Poliniak. Amanda Poliniak plays it into the middle. It's a little bit of space for Natalie Harwood. Try to pick a ball, but it's hit a little too heavily. It's just a throw for Dusk. Dusk's throw, taken and turned with, carried along that left flank. Body hits the ground for force. The ball is still with Dusk. The flag comes up to halt that play. Infraction, I believe, on Jessica Beck. And now trots across field back to her normal wing. Ball sent forward. August Hunter meets it. A little bit of a collision after that ball was played. Nothing comes of it. Force able to press and win that ball back. Played a little too hastily through the top. Dusk able to collect. It's Carragher back to the goalkeeper Garcia and over to Hunter. August Hunter again carrying forward. Picks out Jessica Beck, but another good step by Force. Bit of a rush shot, but not a bad idea whatsoever. Ball unfortunately sent out of play. We will have substitutions for the first time this match. For Force, they do have the deeper bench today. That's Ava Buffalo coming off. Ella Natal will switch sides. It is Lydia Poulin entering for Force. The other substitution coming on, I'll get you the number and name in just a second. I believe it's Mackenzie Delmonico entering for defensive substitution, but Force here in possession at the top of the Dusk box. met by a few defenders and forced away. A great defensive play. Still in possession and driving a ball forward. Now Jessica Beck trying to beat Amanda Poliniak. She's unable to. Great defensive step. It's been a great battle so far this match. Amanda Poliniak, the defender, against Jessica Beck. One to watch for the rest of the 90. A good ball forward, a foot race. That ball was hit just a little too heavily. Force back on the ball. Trying to play through traffic. Lucky to maintain possession. Is there something here for Capra? A shot just wide. Forcing a dive by Sofia Garcia. I don't believe she got a finger to it. It will just be a goal kick. But Gabriela Capra having a sight of goal and trying to taste it. Back to the midfields. Emily Cook slows it down, plays back to Hunter, and back to Garcia in turn. Dusk enjoying possession under a recently formed rainbow after all the rain that we've had today. Do they have more goals in them? Well, there's still some sunlight. They've already set a new best for this season. Hunter pressed and forced to give it up, but good first time passing by Megan Carragher. Good touch towards the top of the box. In store for another long distance strike. Clever touch, this time to the left. Having a go, played across, and there was nobody to tap it in. Decent idea. Good darting play forward. I believe that was Monica Viveros. A good dribble. A heavy touch left to beat the defender. And from the goal kick, Force dispossessed. Lucky to win that ball right back. Amanda Poliniak played forward. Back with Jessica Beck. Back to Bailey. Bailey Johnson forced all the way back to Carragher in defense. Carragher's ball to the wing, kept in by Monica Viveros. Played back to Amelia Dieters. Hunter. Johnson. It's out wide to Nina Badau. Nina up to Jessica Beck. Good physical play. The leg swept out from under her. As Grace Rayer wins the free kick for Downtown United. Grace gets the ball back and spreads it to the left. Amelia Dieters was met physically, able to play that ball to a teammate and nearly get it back. It does stray out of play. Now we'll see another few substitutions for Force. And again, the visitors enjoying a much deeper bench. They had 6 reserves available to just 3 for Downtown United. And they are using them here in the first half. It's Delaney McMorris entering the back line. try to update you with the other numbers when able. Force win that ball back, able to evade a defender, spread it out to the left wing. There's a little bit of space for Madison Kaminsky, one of the substitutes, to run. He's met by a few defenders, able to keep that ball and force his possession. Amanda Poliniak gets across into the box. A little awkward, but nobody there to cause enough trouble for Sofia Garcia. The attackers arrived just a little too late. Goalkeeper was able to collect. Under pressure, Dusk having to pass along their own defensive third now. It's a great bit of pressure by Force. It was Gabriela Capra, the last one. And the whistle will blow there. The Dusk player knocked to the ground. It looks like we'll have a brief stoppage, just due to the sun and conditions. And we'll resume in just a few minutes. And while we take this hydration break, take a quick second to thank our sponsor, Salt Athletic. Today's Game and Frame broadcast and many others are sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt has made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The Aircase uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount, so scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. And we'll resume in just a second. I'm going to finish up this break before we resume the first half. The whistle has blown. We are back into play here at Queens College in the first half. Downtown United Soccer Club enjoying a 2-0 lead. The first goal coming from Bailey Johnson, and the second, I believe, from Dylan Jovanovic. I'll confirm at the break. For the hosts, possibly hopeful for a third. The sun likely made its final curtain call as we entered that hydration break. It's been replaced by some fairly ominous clouds there behind the Downtown United goal. Of course, in the very area where a rainbow was just seen minutes ago. And that's how quickly the weather will change here in New York. Force searching for something. Lydia Poulin. Back to Amanda Poliniak. Amanda steps past the defender. Finds that ball to Mackenzie Delmonico. Poliniak, again, a gorgeous piercing ball. Force will have to connect at least one more nice pass here. Instead, they're turned around, still in possession, still able to build something. Clawing their way to try to get back into that game. Natalie Harwood dispossessed, and now Dusk come away with it. Not much space to work with, but finally something opens up in the midfield. Grace Rayer plays it wide to Jessica Beck. Beck, a great ball, but a little too hasty on the far side was Monica Viveros. Now we'll have a pair of substitutions for Downtown United. Monica Viveros stepping off the pitch after being flagged offside. And also stepping off is Jessica Beck, so it will be a change of the wingers. I believe that's Fernanda Serna stepping on to the left. And here on the right is Kelsey Spears for Downtown United. Under mild pressure, Downtown United Force step up their pursuit. Now Dusk trying to make the most of all that vacant space, but that's a poor pass placement picked off by Force. It was a good step. And now along the top of the box, searching just desperately for another touch of the ball. That first touch was a little too heavy. Steered away from Gianna Piscopiello. And still with Force. Back with Amanda Poliniak. Her pass is intercepted. They're not dispossessed. And will be a throw after one more substitution for Downtown United. As Nina Badal steps off the field. And the last substitute available for Downtown United is Lily Cognato. She'll enter play. Now quickly trying to break our Downtown United. Ball played to Bailey Johnson. Comes to meet it by the corner flag. Bailey Johnson trying to use her physicality for an advantage. She's able to play it off the defender for the Dusk corner. Corner comes in short towards the first sign of the box, and a great step by the defender. We'll repeat it. And a good idea by Dusk to take advantage of an unmarked player. Again, showing signs of a dangerous short play here. We'll see if they keep it short rather than sending it into the box. It is played short, taken around the defender, carried into the box, lashed in front of goal and into the hands of the goalkeeper, Reese Dolan. Dolan rolls the ball out and then kicks it to Poliniak. Amanda Poliniak, a sliding challenge, nearly dispossesses them before it's able to hold on to the ball. Great turn by Gabriela Capra. A good switch by Force. Played back to their defenders. Force need to control that ball just a little quickly. That's what happens when you don't. A good intercepting step by Downtown United, quickly played towards the corner. Fernanda Serna sidesteps a defender into the box, has a shot, and well blocked. More solid defensive work by Force to get their body in front of these shots by Downtown United. The scoreline could be significantly worse if it weren't for the physical sacrifices here. Downtown United throw. It's a bouncing loose ball cleaned up by Force. Natalie Harwood tries to open it up. It would have been Force's right side, but instead it's on Dusk's left now as they win the throw. August Hunter to Lily Cognato. Cognato finds Kelsey Spears. Kelsey nearly gets around one defender, but there was a second in the way, helping out Poliniak. It was Lydia Poulin coming over, but it is just a throw. Downtown United still in possession. Cognato tosses it in. Bailey Johnson a little too heavy there. It's the ball knocked out of play. Throw comes in to Mackenzie Delmonico. Lydia Poulin. Dangerous ball there. Delaney McMorris able to get rid of it. Ball in under pressure by Downtown United. They're able to evade it brilliantly, carrying across that halfway line. A little bit of space. Bailey Johnson holds up that ball. Tries to accelerate past the defender, well covered, but they're not able to strip possession. Ball chipped ahead, Fernanda. Sorry, I believe that may be Amelia Dieters. The ball sent into the box, easily scooped up by Dolan. Her kick high into the sky, headed away by Megan Carragher. Strong work by the center back, but Force able to keep that ball. Poliniak. It's McMorris. Her ball intercepted. A little over eager. Lily Cognato's ball ended up being placed beautifully for Fernanda Serna, who furiously chased it down beyond a defender, and it took a second great step to clean that one up. Dusk still on the attack. Still in the offensive third. Another testing ball broken up inside the box. We'll see what they do from the third. Still with Dusk carrying through a sea of black shirts. And it went predictably. Mackenzie Delmonica plays it forward, just a little too heavy before it reached Madison Kaminsky. There's Emily Cook. Her ball just barely deflected, and Force take over possession once more. Again, playing over the top. About 10 minutes remaining in the opening half here at Queens College. Still 2-0 to the hosts. Downtown United hunting their first win of the season, their first points of the season. And it's their third goal here. A great shot broken up at the top of the box. It's Dylan Jovanovic, who was met by defenders twice, trying to unleash a shot from 18 yards out. Downtown United back in possession once more, Force having such a difficult time escaping. There's nothing waiting for them in that central area, but a good press wins the ball right back for Downtown United. A good ball, a dancing dribble, and it took 4 black shirts to get rid of that one for Force. Very impressive move. I believe that was Fernanda Serna cutting through the defense. Kelsey Spears, a good step by Poliniak. August Hunter, back to the goalkeeper, under pressure, forced to play it long, and it's stripped by Force. A good idea, but able to maintain possession. There's something here, and it's steered out of play. Madison Kaminsky unable to get that final ball away from her feet, but it does go out of play just for a corner. Another few substitutions coming here for Force, making very good use of the extra subs. Force's corner comes in just past the hands of the goalkeeper Garcia and headed towards her goal, and it goes over the crossbar. Ball played up through the left side. And slowed down as the path wasn't as clear as Dusk wanted it. Hunter back on the ball. August Hunter's ball just a little too clumsy for Kelsey Spears to get to it, but she'll try to win it back with the tackle and pester Amanda Poliniak. Back with Poliniak. Delmonica. And Emma Buffalo. A turnover inside their own half. And running right at them are Dusk, breaking into the box and coming over to break it up with the last defender for Force. The last ditch effort hammered well away from the goal. Force right back to their subs. 3 more changes coming. Goal kick this time sent a little further to the side. As a result, Force able to hold onto the ball a little longer. It doesn't make it out of its own half. Downtown United pounce on it, keep it right along that midfield line. Fernanda Serna carrying forward. Fernanda Serna having a go. That's not well struck enough. Next goal kick. Ball here with Grace Rayer. Kelsey Spears. Spears able to get it away, but not far enough. Physical battle does look like we will have a little bit of rain entering play. Those dark, ominous clouds forcing something in force, trying to take advantage of these dark circumstances. Can't quite find the way to the net. We are just a couple minutes from the break. And here is the rain. Dusk attacking through the rapidly changing weather conditions as the crowd of onlookers begins to scatter here at Queen's College. At least those who don't have umbrellas are scattering. Downtown United still on the ball. Lily Cognato having a shot from the top of the box and a good save by Reese Dolan. Still a chance for Downtown United to add a third before the break. The whistle blows a foul there on the hosts. Unfortunately, with the weather conditions, my notes are away, so I'll have to do my best from this point until the rain stops to get you the proper names. The wind really battling here. Completely against force. They're kicking directly into the wind. It's not helping an already difficult task. Downtown United strip the ball and they'll carry it in the direction of the wind. And you see how it just took that ball and carried it. And before 45 minutes even show up on the clock, the referee blows the halftime whistle. That is the end of the opening half. It is 2-0 Downtown United. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And stay to vote for your goal of the month on Game and Frame. You can see the nominees coming up right here at the half. We'll be back.
1-0 lead. Gianna Poole is going to go for a long-range shot! Oh my word! It's astonishing! Explosive! Unreal! Gianna Poole!
Back out wide. The Staten Island Monarchs looking for the opening goal! Goal! Outrageous! Seth Powder with the opener!
Similar spot just barely earlier in the half. Zilonka, same setup, 2-1! Zilonka goes straight in. He beats Fontes to the near post. And Hudson Valley Hammers in the last few minutes have flipped the score and now lead by 1. It's 2-1. Had to do better with the pressure. Nice. Flicks it back. Lovely. And away he goes at pace. For Song. No, it's for Knight. Does he find Song? Yes, he does in the middle. Song alone and rolls it ever so gently past Meta. Tremendous link-up play from CPR, who string passes together like beads on a friendship bracelet, and the resulting finish, blink and you'd miss it, but just so sweet, so nice.
To get the ball away from danger for the moment. But the Lions can come with a shot's taken, and it's in the back of the net. What a finish! From nothing! What a goal! A loose pass sees the ball fall to the New Jackson Lions midfielder.
Despite being pressed by 2, it
was as calm and cool as ever. And she already has 1 goal to her name. Oh, it's a second from outside the 18-yard box. Goal! Brooklyn City!
Weaver with the recovery run, pokes it, waiting for the advantages to go, and it's a goal! A long-range ripper! Number 23, substitute Yoder, puts the home side up, yet another goal.
Ryan Yetto driving up towards Saramago, that's clever. Ryan Saramago specs a shot. Oh my word, it's an absolute worldie by Captain Fantastic. The Tomcats are in the lead again. Audacious, stupendous.
And this is Mika back to Rio once again. Rio takes a long shot, and Rio, what a goal! From as far as you can see, what a banger to beat Mejia's post. And Red Hook have tied things up.
Bodic, they know what it means. They know they need these 3 points. Bodic's shot is in the back of the net! Bujeni Bodic at number 31! He grabbed the ball almost 30 yards out and he slams it into the back of the net!
Mira even, excuse me. Nico turning Mira, letting fly, decently caught. Spectacular equaliser for New Haven. A rocket from Gilhame Mira.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
The second half underway. The rain came and went. A very chaotic end to the first 45 minutes. We have a second half waiting for you. Dusk lead 2-0. And goals coming. And goals came from Bailey Johnson and Dylan Jovanovic in the first half. After scoring just one goal in each of their first two matches, they've already scored their most in a match this season. We'll see if we can ramp it up. But for those who were watching at halftime, I apologize for the rushed introduction, but you saw our Game and Frame Goal of the Month nominees for last month. Some tremendous strikes. So if you want to vote for those, you can visit our Instagram page at Game and Frame and leave a comment for which one you think should be our Goal of the Month winner. Voting is open until Sunday. That's tomorrow, Sunday at midnight. You can vote again on Instagram at Game and Frame. Downtown United testing the waters again. Bailey Johnson plays it to Fernanda. Fernanda Serna dribbling around the top of the box, lays it off. Unable to hold on to that is Bailey Johnson. And Force come away with it. Trying to push their way into opposing territory. They're unable to. Downtown United come away with it. And of course, if you were here from the beginning of the match, you definitely heard me at one point say that it was a near perfect evening. That was definitely a lie. As the sun and the gentle breeze made way for a vicious downpour at the end of the first half. Hopefully that is the last of it. As Downtown United creeping to opposing territory, Reece Dolan able to get to that ball first for Force. And unfortunately, a casualty of the downpour were my game notes. I have taken photos of them, so we'll see what I can do. Hopefully I don't miss too many names and numbers, and I'll do my best to get relevant information to you. Fernanda Serna fighting through a foul. Whistle blows in her favor. Serna's free kick floated towards the back post, headed up and wide. And nothing comes of that set piece for Downtown United. Force FC will look to go the other way. Good turn by Lily. It's Lily Bandel. The ball goes a little too heavily and out of play before it can be kept in by Force. That was Ella Natal trying to win that ball. And that one, again, a foul earned by Fernanda Serna. Serna pushes that ball forward, gets it right back, towing the touchline, sends Natal away, dribbles a second defender, now taking on a third. She'll release the ball. So August Hunter plays it wide. I believe that's still Lily Cognato on the far side. She came on as a substitute. And starting the second half on the near side was Nina Badau. And placing Amelia Dieters, that's the side that she started on. The Dusk throw comes in. Force win the ball. There's space in the midfield, and that's where they send it. Pushed ahead and surrendered. McGovern, that was Megan Carragher with the step. And next Dusk's throw comes in. It's another battle for a relatively loose ball, won by Force. And they'll run with not quite enough numbers to test the white shirts in defense. They are able to get that ball to go off of Dusk for a set piece. This one will be a corner. I believe setting up to take that one is Amanda Poliniak. And swinging ball towards the box, headed away. It was a header on goal, blocked by Downtown United, and a beautiful move by Fernanda Serna to split the legs of the defender, keeping the ball with Dusk. They're unable to break out of their own half. The flag comes up to save them from what would have been a bit of an awkward defensive task. And now they will start things a little more slowly. They're on defensive third. Cognato carries. Ball knocked out of play. Came off her last. Force back on the ball. Throw and intercepted. Dusk doing very well to strip that ball and carry it forward with vigor. Bailey Johnson plays it all the way out to the wing, and it is barely kept in play. I believe that is still Kelsey Spears. Good physical challenge, but unable to get that ball away from Downtown United. They're looking to switch the field. The ball comes off the head of Bailey Johnson. It's a comfortable collection for Reese Dolan. Space for Ellen Natal, but not quite enough. Dusk back on the ball. The throw will come from Nina Badal. It's a short one to Fernanda Serna. She took a bump there. But Force able to dispossess Dusk. And they'll run with it the other way. A great challenge to disrupt Force's forward movement. And the ball skirted all the way into the penalty area where Sofia Garcia just kind of awkwardly got a paw to it to make sure that it didn't threaten her goal. Force awarded with a lucky corner, seemingly out of nowhere there. Another in-swinging corner towards the 6-yard box, and it's in. A great header opens Force's account. It's 2-1. They're right back into this one. Sofia Garcia did a great job to get a hand to that shot. Wasn't enough on it. The powerful header bulges into the bottom of the net. It's a 2-1 Dusk lead. A lucky corner awards Force a lifeline. They're right back into this one. Dusk look to play it quick. Grace Rayer sends it wide. Clever dribble attempt, didn't quite pay off. Force play it out for a throw. The hosts still on the ball, turning away from a physical attack. Carragher to Badal. Nina Badal evades a defender. Can't quite do it a second time. And the linesman says it came off of her last. So Force will take over here. Throw sent out of play one more time. The sticks are moved. There'll be another passing play. This time the linesman says, and it's Downtown United's turn to throw. Badal will take it. Good header to meet the ball for Force. A little quiet communication by Downtown United. Not quite connecting on the same page, but now there's some space for Fernanda Serna to work with. She cuts back in, a great deflection to disrupt that play, and Force are able to win that ball. Natal plays it forward. They tried to play it to Gabriela Capra. She had a few too many white shirts occupying her. And now Dusk will bring those white shirts forward. And this time the black shirts stand in the way. Force doing very well to collapse defensively, especially in those central areas. They have their hands full with this Downtown United press, who've once again stripped the ball, carrying into a dangerous space. And a great step. Again, just slows things down enough for Force's defense to fill in those gaps. And after they fill in those gaps, the defensive task is so much easier. See how they've been able to push Downtown United all the way back to the midfield third. Again, they're going to try to carry out. Fernanda Serna looking for delivery. Lays it off for Nina Badao. Badao trying to find her way back to the ball, but sealed off very well by the Force defender. Ball is won by Grace Rayer in the midfield. Fernanda Serna. Played forward. Bailey Johnson, who lays it off. Fernanda Serna searching for something, has a shot. Comfortable save for Dolan. Downtown United need to keep doing that. They need to maintain a sight of goal. Hunter with a strong header to keep that ball away from her half. And that's a heavy sliding challenge. Referee deems it clean. Downtown United under pressure in their own half. Goalkeeper forced to step up and help spread that ball to her teammates. Ball lofted forward. Too heavy, too overeager. No payoff there for Dusk. Goal kick to come from Reese Dolan. And these have been a spot to watch in those central areas. They haven't done a very good job of retaining possession. They're able to hold on to that one as the ball skirted past basically everyone there. Dusk able once again to win it. And they'll have a throw following these 4 substitutions. If you like today's match, then surely you'll like tomorrow's. Downtown United SC are back in action at 6 o'clock in WPSL action as they take on New York Dutch Lions. You can watch that right here on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. Dusk versus New York Dutch Lions tomorrow at 6. Throw comes in off of Bailey Johnson. Force will have it. Throw in, won by Fernanda Serna. Just unable to evade the pressing Force player. That was Gianna Piscopiello. Changes here for Downtown United. Fernanda Serna and Bailey Johnson both stepping off the field. Dusk throw comes in, it's a short one. Force won it for a second, conceded it right after. And Dusk will open it up, use that space to calm down the press. Dusk continue to invite pressure. And dribbling well away from single defenders. That's why Force have made it a point to get 2 bodies in front of most ball carriers. Downtown United, very impressive in possession. They're just hoping to hold on to that, keep padding those minutes. Players slow to get up for Dusk, but not for very long. Helps back up quickly. And the hosts will look to build something from the set piece. There's 5 white shirts along the top of the box. Far more black shirts. Service goes towards that penalty marker. It's broken up, but Downtown United able to win that ball right back, looking for a quick reset. Good physical work to block that cross and see it out for another throw. Force again unable to just carry it away. A long distance strike that won't quite trouble the goalkeeper. It is spilled initially by Reese Dolan, but Megan Carragher having a very risky go from distance. Surely she didn't expect to score, but just create some chaos. Could open the door for something else. She's got the ball back, plays it to her center back pairing, August Hunter. Cognato pushes it forward. Another foot race. Force first to it, able to chop it back brilliantly into space and a good quick turn. Try and open up a little more here. It's a ball over the top, trying to find Piscopiello, but it skips by her all the way to the goalkeeper. It's Gabriella Piscopiello for Force. Grace Rayer pushes it all the way to the wing. Trying to dribble a defender and create something there, and that's a lofted shot that sails well wide and unable to be kept in play. So now we have a Force player on the ground. He's getting a little bit of treatment for a cramp. But today's Game and Frame broadcast is brought to you by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The Aircase uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount, so scan the QR code and get 10% off. Keep it fresh. The Aircase especially useful on these wet, sticky days. Definitely recommended when the elements get a little too heavy. Still taking our time before the restart. Hopefully not a more serious issue. And it does look like Force are preparing a substitution, and they are helping the injured player off the field. Fortunately, I can't quite see. But now walking off the field on her own power, which is good to see. Stoppage is over. Hopefully not a serious injury issue for Force. They are forced into a substitution. Already down a goal. Of course, they were down 2. They've done well to fight their way back into this match. Looked like there was danger of Downtown United pulling away, but they've been kept to just the 2 from the first half. Whistle there. Dusk with the free kick. So we're in the final 25 minutes here. Carragher to Hunter, who carries forward, crosses the halfway line, and now sends it forward. Trying to spring a foot race for Jessica Beck, who gets there just a little too slowly. Not sure if she was able to get a definitive touch there. But Reese Dolan able to get her hands to the ball first. Great collision for the ball. Clean physical play. Skirts out for a throw. Not too much pressure being applied by Force, allowing Downtown United to carry to that halfway line and try to build a play from there. They were pulled down. Nothing from it, says the referee. May have played advantage there. But Downtown United play over the top once more. Dancing around, trying to unleash a good ball into a dangerous spot. Is there a third? Into the top corner, brilliantly placed. Downtown United reestablish a 2-goal advantage. Not much the goalkeeper could do about that. Reese Dolan forced to watch that nestle into the upper 90. So kicking off one more time is Force, again chasing a 2-goal deficit. Kind of figured Downtown United had a third in the cards, but now they're going to have to see this one out on the defensive end. Player hits the deck there. I believe it's no more than just a throw. Having another substitution here for Force. Good first touch passing. Overhit a little bit as Dolan comes out to collect. Force able to knock that ball down. Under pressure, they play it back into their own half. It's played by Delaney McMorris, and now forward to Gianna Piscopiello. Piscopiello taking on a defender. A great spin away, delivering a cross into the box. It's deflected all the way to the far side. Ava Buffalo tries to lay it off, but Dusk able to clear it up. Send it out of play. It will just be another forced throw. Looking to restart from a goal kick. Still pressured, but not very heavily, are Downtown United. It's a gorgeous diagonal ball forward. Brilliantly done to link up. And the offside flag will unfortunately halt a gorgeous attacking move. Force push that ball back into their attacking third, looking to cause something. Piscopiello lays it off and cut out very well by Dusk, who looked to break very quickly. There's just enough space there. Cut off, but played into the middle. Around one defender, met by a second, cleared up by a third. Force able to get rid of that one. 3 goals for Downtown United today. Bailey Johnson, Dylan Jovanovic, and now Jessica Beck. 3 great strikes. This is our 4th for Downtown United. They did suffer a rough 4-1 defeat earlier this season, but as the highest scoring side last year, they are surely hungry to return to their prolific scoring numbers. Little bit of space, dancing around, Dusk searching, far too many black shirts to allow a cleaner shot than that. Skips into the hands of Reese Dolan. Final 16 minutes here at Queens College. Plenty of time for another twist to what's been a pretty decent game. Never completely out of Force's reach. Both teams fighting very well to build chances. Good carry, but too much juice on that release. The ball skips out for a goal kick. Goal kick met in the midfield, dispossessed in the center circle. Bodies collide once more, twice more, and this time the whistle will blow. Another ball played over the top. This one remains in Ducks' possession. They're unable to progress quite yet, or at all force able to get to that ball first. Good first touch there. Nina Badau was searching for something, unable to make more of that in a collision after the ball was released. Draws a foul on Downtown United. It will be a free kick taken by the goalkeeper. Hammered forward by Force. Foot race nearly pays off, but the ball will stray all the way to the goalkeeper. Did go out of play, so it will be a goal kick. Sofia Garcia plays it short. Monica Viveros trying to maintain possession. The ball is taken by Gabriela Piscopiello. Force going right back, looking for a chance. Piscopiello just dispossessed, kept in play, played across, and tapped in. It's a second for Force. Gabriela Piscopiello returns the game to 1-goal deficit. Just over 10 minutes remain. The 3 points are not secure for Downtown United. Still work to do. And the initial chance didn't quite pay off for her, as the ball slipped but was just kept in play. The return ball delivered directly to her foot. Piscopiello did not miss from point-blank range. Plenty of time for more. Time for Dusk to once more establish a 2-goal lead. Time for Force to complete a comeback. Monica Viveros. The referee says that the play was offside, called by the linesman on the opposite side of the pitch. Ball is killed by Nina. Nina Badau able to use her body to protect that. And Jessica Beck unable to string things together. The ball finds its way trickling into the box. Sofia Garcia, a simple collection. Chance here, trying to run through the lines a little early on that delivery. There wasn't another white shirt to quite run onto that one. More changes for Force. Few formation changes as well, as they're trying to get prolific goal-scoring threats as close to that penalty area as possible. And now Force carrying forward. Is there a good defensive play to cut it off? There is a deflection. That ball trickles in, and the goalkeeper collects. Garcia off her line well. Throw comes in by Dusk. Not quite enough space on the flank, but it will be a downtown throw. Good turn into space in the midfield. Emily Cook plays it wide. First touch cut off by Force. A clever move to get that ball on the other side. Only 8 minutes separate Downtown United from their first win of the campaign. So that's 8 minutes that Force have left to get their first point. If they can claw back a third goal for a draw. Nina Badao and Gabriella Piscopiello battling physically there. Another physical battle here. As Megan Carragher is able to steer away her mark. That was Gabriella Carpra. Another ball over the top. That has been Downtown United's main method transportation in the second half. On the way back to Reese Dolan, the goalkeeper, who sends it all the way back out. Force playing with some newfound determination. They're very hungry for that third to complete the comeback. Now Downtown United will kill off just a little more time with the substitution here. Nina Badao coming off. I believe going back to right back is Amelia Dieters. And she is on for the throw right here. Kicked out of the air very well by Force. And knocked out of play. It's well done by Madison Kaminsky to knock that ball out of the air and see it out for a forced throw. Helped ahead. Physical fight. And just not enough communication. Good idea, but the run was made a little too early. The ball entered that space behind it. Well, just like that, you would never know that there was a very heavy downpour at the end of the first half. We're back to near identical conditions to the beginning of the game. We'll see what happens in these final 5 minutes. Again, plenty of time for Downtown to get their fourth, for Force to get their third, or even for the rain to come back. You never know. Force to the ball first. But dispossessed. Pushed forward. The goal scorer, Jessica Beck. Back to Dieters. Amanda Dieters able to win that ball a second time. She'll look to switch play. Emily Cook plays it wide. Checking back to Lily Cognato. Deflection there. A physical fight, a little too physical for the ref's liking. Blows the whistle. We're through 86 minutes here at Queens College. Just 4 remain. You see Dusk have been putting in some decent work on the offensive end. Definitely looking to seal a victory with a 4th. And they'll have to be cautious not to stretch themselves too thin, as Force have looked much better in attack than perhaps any other moment this match. Dusk clear, Force right back into their half. Easy work for Amanda Dieters, cleared by Sofia Garcia. Still with Force, cut off before it makes its way out wide. Great work to find Monica Viveros in space. She plays it back. Viveros again on the ball. It was taken by Amelia Poliniak, but Dusk right back with it. Grace Rayer. Or sorry, that was Emily Cook. Played it to the side. Cook racing to get it back. Out of play, downtown throw. Force able to get a foot to that, push it up the line. Downtown throw will be repeated. And repeated once more. A lot of traffic by that Force corner. Downtown United really trying to kill off the last couple minutes of this one. Taking their time on the throw in here. Throw comes in, and again, more stalling by the corner. This time Force will have the throw, and all the white shirts scatter back to try to press. And that's exactly what they do. They see it out for another throw. Good step. We're in the final minute of the 90. 3-2 in favor of Downtown United SC. It's looking less and less like Force will have enough time to get right back in. It's a shame given how well they've attacked the past 20 minutes or so. Throw taken, nearly stripped by Dusk. And it will be a Downtown United throw with about 15 minutes remaining in the 90, or 15 seconds. It was a solid offensive performance by Downtown United today. 3 goals, hopefully getting them right back on track. Like I said earlier, they were the highest scoring side in the division in 2024. Now 3 goals today, their most, after scoring just 1 in their first 2 games. And they'll be very happy to have these 3 points. Monica Viveros will try to kill this one off in the other corner. The ball travels out of play. Will be a Dusk throw. Another whistle blows. Force will have perhaps one more chance. Ball seen out. Ball came off of Fernanda Serna last. Force throw it ahead. perhaps the final foot race. August Hunter, first to it, finds her goalkeeper. And she'll chip it into space. Not quite taken care of yet. Dusk will want to be very careful here not to give Force one more chance. As the ball skirted just over that line. Poliniak to throw. Another battle. And Dusk are awarded with a free kick. So again, after today, Downtown United will take on the New York Dutch Lions. You can watch that tomorrow right here on Game and Frame, your home for grassroots soccer. Downtown United versus New York Dutch Lions at 6 p.m. Monica Viveros back on the ball. Killing off more time, dancing towards the corner, trying to split a few defenders now. She'll split them a second time. Very clever dribbling work to see out these final seconds. It's over the line. But after their clash with Dutch Lions, Downtown United will take on New York Athletic Club, STA Soccer, Clarkstown SC, and then they'll have one more match on June 29th against the New York Dutch Lions. We'll see how they can continue rolling should they finally see out the 3 points this evening. Whistle blows there, foul on Force. And there is the final whistle. 3 points into the books for Downtown United SC. They are victorious over Force FC 3-2 here at Queens College. Thanks for joining us today. And special thank you to Salt Athletic for sponsoring our broadcast. We'll see if we can get some post-game interviews, so don't go away.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Is going to go for a long-range shot. Oh my word! It's astonishing! Explosive! Unreal! Gianna Paul
Back out wide. The Staten Island Monarchs looking for the opening goal! Goal! Outrageous! Seth Powder with the opener!
Similar spot just barely earlier in the half. Zilonka, same setup, 2-1. Zilonka goes straight in. He beats Fontes to the near post. And Hudson Valley hammers in the last few minutes.
Hi, welcome back. I'm here with Dylan Jovanovic. Truly a great performance in the middle of the pitch. You were on the ball a lot. What can you tell me about how you guys tried to attack Force today?
We were trying to move the ball. Yeah, so we were just trying to move the ball in 1 and 2 touches and trying to share it around and make sure that everyone was getting on it, and we were kind of sharing the load equally. And I think that worked out to our advantage in the attacking front because they never really knew where the attack was coming from because we were just moving it around.
Right. You guys scored twice in pretty quick succession in the first half. What can you tell me about how you guys kind of used that first goal for momentum?
Yeah, I mean, scoring is just, I think everyone comes out firing when they start the kickoff again. So I guess just feeling like we wanted to get that win, get after it. We went up last weekend against Sousa, and then we ended up paying the price for just kind of settling in. So I think we wanted to make sure we were getting after it again and just keeping on pushing.
Right. There were 2 times that Force were able to cut the 2-goal deficit down to 1. What was the messaging just for the team to stay in it and try to get back up?
I think we kind of just remembered that we were very capable of scoring, and so not to worry too much, tightening up defensively, and then making sure that everyone was doing their part, stepping to the ball, cutting off passing lanes, and just helping if someone was tired, dropping back in, and just making sure that everyone was covering. And I think the first goal was kind of frustrating because it was just a lapse on a corner kick, so just making sure we were focused on set pieces.
All right, first win in the books, another big match coming up together tomorrow. What are you looking for the rest of the season?
I think we're looking to keep it going. So yeah, hopefully we'll win again tomorrow.
All right, great. Thank you so much, and congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.